This is part 2 of the zoo vlog. Enjoy. Mama? Looks like Thanos. Ate has a problem.
Well, look at your brother.
Oh, what's over there?
Come on.
Let's go. This is where all the monkeys are.
Habitat. Map of primate.
We already saw the orangutans. We can go here.
So we're going this way?
Now that's the actual monkey we see. Right here.
Mama. Oh, that's Papa. Of course, running here. I have a play for this place. You can bring it.
Wow. They're over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause this is where the monkeys are. This is the primitives. Over here.
Ah, I noticed that. Yeah, let's go. Carousel. Look at the
Monkeys.
Round and round, like the blue on carousel.
I haven't seen it.
Panay. Atot carousel.
Oh.
No, let's go on it. I'm going on.
Endangered wildlife wall. Oh, bald eagle. Bald eagle. Bald eagle. We should go to Africa before we go to Florida. And it's
We have to go to Africa.
yeah. Come on. Ice cream. No, I don't want to go to Florida. No, not Florida, not Florida. I don't want to see a bobcat.
Roller coaster.
Sliding ini. Ano?
Oo. Natukat tubig.
Shaved ice.
This was closed, sadly.
Don't touch it. Let the bees stay there. The bees being covered.
Mahulog inabi. Mahulog inabi. Hindi ginoo ko. We are heading to the Africa.
Let's go to the roller coaster though.
Can we go to the roller coaster first? Maray kita kak, Bang? Maray kita? Maray kita? Ha? Oo.
Ah, walang karayo ka.
Penguin Beach! Oh, there you go. Ah, penguin.
If I was a penguin, I would go in the water.
We are going to go to Safari, Africa. Just walk. I'm not going to shake the video. We're going under the tunnel.
It's a wait time of 60 minutes.
Hmm? Oh, Wild Africa. Enter. Welcome to Habari Transit Center. We'll go this way. We're going around and around. Yay! We go this way. Bus station. We're gonna ride in the bus station. Habari Transit. Expedition Wild Africa.
Elephant over there.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
You go around sniffing people. Coming up next on the passenger side, you guys might see some ponies. These are Hefflinger ponies. Now they're actually not native to Africa. These guys are from Austria, Hungary, or northern Italy. Professor brought them here to help transport material around the preserve. And you might see the true 80s style leg warmers. Those are going to be bug guards. They help to keep flies and other insects from biting at their ankles. These horses communicate in a couple of ways. They'll communicate vocally with those whinnies and neighs you're probably used to hearing, but they also communicate silently. You can learn a whole lot about what a horse is thinking or feeling just by looking at their ears. If their ears are pointed forward, that is meaning they are attentive. They're usually pointing those ears on whatever they are focused on, most likely their food. But if their ears are flat back against their head, they could be startled or afraid, and you might want to give them a little space. These are just a few of the animals we study here on the preserve. And now, let me welcome you to the amazing, the wonderful. Do you guys hear that? Logan, no, it's the wrong music. Turn it off. Turn it off. Thank you. Yes, we all love the movies, but the actual internship was not so great. You see, we're still looking for those interns, but we'll find them eventually. In the meantime, welcome to Base Camp Linda. We're going to catch up with Professor and learn all about his work with the Okapi Conservation Project. Hello! Professor? Do you guys see him anywhere?
No.
Professor! Professor Ron! Are you out back using the John? Okay guys, I got good news and bad news. What do you want first?
Bad news.
Bad news? Bad news, Professor is not here. Good news, he was here. Because that's his jacket hanging on the wall. And I think your certificates, so hopefully those weren't important. But it's okay, we'll give him a call, we'll see where he got off to. Hey Professor, it's Julia and the interns. We're here at Camp Linda, sir, and we found your jacket, but we don't see you. What's your location? Over.
Hi there! It's good to hear from you.
You too,
I
sir?
was trying to wait for you guys, but I just saw the coolest thing ahead in the brush.
Really?
I had to follow it to see what it was. You guys have got to get up there. It's incredible.
10-4, Professor. Alright, Logan, you heard him. Let's go ahead and see if we can find what he saw. We are right on the edge of the Itori rainforest, and I think I know what the professor might have seen. He's been tracking an elusive animal known as the Okapi, and I think I might actually see one up ahead here. He's laying down behind this tree. This is a beautiful male Okapi. This guy likes to live by himself, so he marks his territory to defend it from others. We're gonna pull up just a little bit further here, and we'll try to come to a stop so you guys can get a closer look at him. Keep going a little bit further, Logan. Alright, right about there would be good. Alright, if my passenger side would like to stand up to get a picture or a closer look while we're stopped, you guys can. This is our male Okapi friend, and if you get a good look at him, what do you guys think he's related to?
Zebra. A gazelle.
You guys might think a zebra. Gazelle's a good guess. Now, don't let his party pants fool you. Try looking at his head. What do you think? A giraffe, exactly. He's the closest relative of the giraffe. All right, guys, if we can have a seat, we're gonna keep on going. All right, Logan, you are all set. Now we know he's related to a giraffe because he's got two fuzzy little horns on his head. Those are called ossicones. For Okapi, only the boys have them, but giraffe, both genders will. He's also got a 14-inch long tongue. He can actually lick his own eyes, ears, and nose if he wants to. I can't. I've tried. Now he marks his territory by rubbing his neck on trees. He also excretes a tar-like substance from between his toes, so literal toe jam. And driver's side, you're lucky he was sitting down because they do spray urine. Could have been a splash zone. As we pull further ahead, we're approaching the savannah, and let's see if we can find some more social animals. Now this egret is being a little testy right now. He should not be in this habitat, because if you guys look on the far fence line, I see a sleeping pack of African painted dogs. They're all along the far fence line in the back there. You might see some ears flicking around or a tail moving up and down. Now these guys are some of the most incredible hunters out on the savannah. They can live in packs of up to 40, and they communicate with high-pitched barks and yips that sound like a dog's squeaky toy. It's not a sound that sounds intimidating, I know, but it doesn't travel far. This allows them to sneak up on their prey, and they catch their dinner about 80% of the time. Compare that to a lion or hyena, they're only successful around 20 to 30%. Up ahead here, oh my goodness guys, it's a unicorn! No, I'm sorry, he's got two horns, he's a rhino. This is our southern white rhino, our large male. Professor works with the International Rhino Foundation to protect all 5 species of rhino, and he does so here at Camp Ward, where he's not either, and he left a mess. I know, it's not very nice of him. He also left behind the hat I bought him for his birthday.
Great.
Yeah, I know. You would think he would take better care of that, but I guess not. Oh geez, he took the truck too. Okay, that's not a good sign. The professor doesn't normally need his truck unless he's, you know, being chased by something, so I'm just gonna give him another call. Hey Professor, it's Julie and the interns again. Here at base camp, and I'm just a little worried because you don't go anywhere without only mentioned a crash, but it's okay, don't panic. I'm sure he's not talking about a vehicle crash, he's probably talking about a different type of crash, right? Yeah, he's a super funny guy, so I'm sure he's just joking around. Now, groups of animals are called different things. A group of zebra is called a dazzle. A group of pandas is an embarrassment. I don't make these up. Does anyone know what a group of rhinos is called? What do you think? What did Professor say? I hope I don't... Crash, exactly. A group of rhinos is called a crash. If you guys look up ahead, we're actually coming up on our crash of southern white rhinos, and behind Mom under the shade here, you might see a 10-month-old little baby girl just starting to grow her horns. Now, southern white rhinos are actually the only rhino species that is social and live in family groups. Others prefer to live alone. They can live in groups of up to 15. On the preserve, we have 7. They'll communicate with grunts and snorts. Males scream at each other to exert dominance. It's very manly. Mom will pant to the baby. Baby will coo back. It's very cute. And then, you can probably already smell it on the wind, they do have a smellier way of communicating. And it's right there in the divot in the ground. What is that? It's poop, exactly, yes. We'll use a community bathroom called a midden, not a mitten. Don't put your hands in it. But the rhinos will leave a deposit all in the same spot, and then they come back and they sniff it. Sometimes lick it. Yeah, that's how they tell who's been there, how old they are, if it's a boy or a girl, if they're healthy, pregnant, single, ready to rhino mingle. It all smells the same to me though, so if you guys want to tell them apart, try looking at their horns. Their horns are made of keratin. That's the same thing as our hair and fingernails. Just like how you style your hair, they can actually style their horn. They'll file them on anything in their environment, from rocks, the trees, the ground, the logs, each other. Did you see something? Okay. It's real, right? Okay, cool. Well, apparently, when Professor mentioned a crash, he wasn't kidding. And I just washed that truck this morning. Lovely. Okay,
He's giving us clues.
yeah, he might be. I hope the next clue is that he's gonna sign my paycheck, because I'm still waiting on that. But let's give him another call, because I don't see him. Professor, it's Julie and the interns. Again, I'm so sorry to keep bothering you, sir, but it looks like you actually did crash the truck. Are you alive? Over.
I'm okay.
Okay,
The
good.
rhino decided to use my research mobile to file their horn.
I see that, sir.
They got a little overzealous, and one of them punctured my tire.
They punctured two.
I went the rest of the way on foot. I must have left my binoculars behind by
You also forgot your
accident.
boots.
Oh no! But I definitely did not need them to see the animal up ahead. It's huge! I'm almost back to the loading dock, so I should see you guys there soon. Over!
And 4, Professor. He has given us clues. Hopefully we'll find him up ahead. Before we do move on, though, if passenger side wants to stand up while our rhinos are kind of close to get a good picture or a closer look real quick, you guys can. Now, if you guys saw that baby rhino hanging out under the shade structure by mom, she is 10 months old, but she's already over 1,000 pounds. They are the fastest growing land mammal. They will gain 100 pounds every month for the first year to year and a half of their life. Yeah. I know, it's crazy. Alright, looks like everyone has returned to their seats, Logan, so let's keep on going. Now, Professor did say he saw a big animal up ahead. What do you guys think is bigger than a rhino? Shout it out.
Elephant.
Walrus, good job! No, I know, I'm kidding. It is an elephant. We are coming up through elephant country. On both sides of the truck, you're going to see the largest land mammal alive today, the African bush elephant. Now this one here on the passenger side is 1,000 pounds. He's actually on the smaller side. He only weighs 10,000. But at that point, size is irrelevant. We're on the driver's side. Thank you, we'll be here all week. We have our female elephants and our matriarchal herd. So for my girls on board, that means if you're an elephant, you're in charge. Our female elephants, they'll live together for their whole lifetime. They're led by an oldest, wisest female, the matriarch. Below her are the daughters and the babies. Foals are going to leave the herd at about 12 to 15 years old. They prefer to live by themselves or in bachelor groups with other males. Elephants communicate with over 70 vocal calls, like that trumpeting you're used to hearing. They also have over 160 ways of visual and touch cues. And even when they aren't together, they can still communicate. Our boy could be talking to the girls right now. We wouldn't even know it. He makes a rumbling sound through the ground called infrasound, and they pick up on it through the bottom of their feet. It travels over 30 miles. It's like a long-distance phone call they don't have to pay for. You guys might see some antelope here as well. These are Kenyan impala. They can leap about 35 feet through the air, horizontally, not vertically. But unfortunately for them, lions leap about 40 to 45, so I can take a blood draw. We've also learned that they're really, really smart. They're one of few animals we know that can recognize their own reflection in a mirror. Other animals that do this include bottlenose dolphins, some primates, and hopefully the person sitting next to you. As we round the corner, we are going to approach our Jack Arlene Animal Care Campus. Raise your hand if you've seen Secret to the Zoo Tampa. A couple of us. Alright, if you have, these yellow buildings might look a little familiar. But first, before we get there, I want to introduce you guys to your intern cubicle. That big blue bin right there. It's also known as a poop dumpster. Starting tomorrow, scooping up the poop and putting it in there is your #1 duty. So I hope you brought a shovel. In there we have the elephant poo. They will help you out. They each poop about 300 pounds a day. And we have 6 of them, so happy scooping. Coming up next is that animal care. To be around 17 or so feet tall. This lets them see danger before most other animals. So if you ever see a giraffe running, you should run with it. It's seen something you have. Bird that looks a little like my grandpa. He is known as a Marabou stork, and he actually lacks a voice box. He can't squeak or squawk like other birds. Instead, he communicates by clapping his beak, or if he wants to find a friend, he inflates a sack of skin on his neck called a gular sac, and it croaks like a frog. Not a sound you expect from a bird, but they mate for life, so it seems to work for them. We have some antelope here as well. These are lowland niallas. The cinnamon-colored ones are the girls and the babies, and the dark one with horns is the boy. They're going to communicate a lot like white-tailed deer. They can make barking sounds to each other, and they also have fluffy tails that they'll flash up to show a white underside if they sense danger, telling others to hightail it out of there. Up ahead, we have some rocks that have sprouted legs. They are also known as Aldabra tortoises. They are the second largest species of tortoise, and they communicate with each other by head bobs and bellows. They also communicate with small birds like finches. If they stretch out their limbs, they'll send little birds to pick bugs and parasites off their skin. So the bird gets a free meal, and the tortoise gets a spa day. On the other side, we have a Galapagos tortoise. We have a large male and 2 juveniles in there as well. They are the largest species of tortoise, and they're actually native to South America and the Galapagos Islands. Up ahead, we have a migrating herd of Homo sapiens. Feel free to wave. They might wave back, they might not. They're not all trained. They communicate by talking, texting, whining, complaining, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, Zoom, you name it, they do it. They also love to make noise in the tunnel, especially the young varieties. Now it does look like we have a station up ahead and I don't see the professor. Let's give them one more call. See, they're communicating. Hello, Professor, it's Julia and the interns. We are pulling into station, but we don't see you. Do you have any final words? Over.
Hi, intern! Your new knowledge with others and continue learning how we can all work together to protect wildlife everywhere. Safe travels, everyone! And thanks for visiting the Habari Preserve!
Thank you, Professor. And congratulations, interns, you just completed your first day of orientation.